Hi everyone, my name is Christy and I am the Twisted Elemental. I've come here tonight. I want to do, I was reading about what Spirit wants us to know, something that we maybe not seeing or overlooking that Spirit's been trying to get our attention with, like for the energy right now, where we're supposed to be. All right, so I'm going to start with the Cosmic Dancer Oracle to get some energy on what Spirit wants us to know. Spirit, what is it that we may have been overlooking that we need to know? Asking for Spirit guidance. Stretch and expand. Spirit asking us to stretch and expand, to be flexible and open to new ideas and possibilities. And nice, Spirit. What is it we may be overlooking that we need to know about current energies? Honor the process, number 3. That's beautiful. To really honor what's going on in our lives right now, the sacred process that's transpiring. 11, find your motivation. That one kind of hits me right in the gut. Find my motivation. One more, Spirit. Be authentic. Number 25 breaks down to a 7. 7 for me is very, very spiritual number. To me, when I hear about 7, it really makes me think of divine. Bottom of the deck, improvise. 13 breaks down to a 4. Let me get some more information on these cards from Spirit. As to explain it a little bit more, maybe what can help us find these things. So I'm going to be talking about honor the process here. I've got the Mother of Swords under here. Really talks about us being in our authentic selves, knowing our boundaries, living in our own truth, which helps us honor our boundaries, and really just about really being honest about who you are, and what you'll stand for. That kind of goes along with this here, be authentic. What is this honor the process? Can you tell us a little bit more about what this is? Honoring the process? Balance. 2 of Pentacles. Honoring the process that's bringing us into balance, how we're finding that balance within ourselves. The process that we go through healing, where we can release our shadows so that we can ascend higher into the light. That brings us more into balance. That process of balancing our shadows and our light. The 9 of Wands here. we feel wounded from this process. We've come a long way, and a lot of stuff's happened, but we're still going. We are the wounded warrior. So the stairs with all those branches that don't look very comfortable having to walk up those. It's a battle, but it is the process, and if you really honor it, you can see how you benefit from the struggles. Spirit, what can help us more on this process of becoming into balance? I see this too, actually, this coming into balance for me. I think it talks really about that, it's that yin yang inside of us also. I mean, the balance of light and dark, but it's also that divine feminine, divine masculine within self, like coming into union within self for that balance. You see, onto the process, this number 3 here, that for me talks a lot of coming into union with self for the number 3. This is a 2, definitely talks about duality. Together it's a 5 that talks about change. Ooh, we have at the bottom of the deck here, Ace of Cups. Really honoring the process, coming into balance, that unity within self, learning to love ourselves. We have the Lovers underneath that. That choice in love. First choice about love is loving ourselves, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. And someone else is only going to ever love you as much as you love yourself. So the more you love yourself, the more you have to give, the more you get in return. That's the law of the universe. Everything has to be in balance. Honor the process. Spirit, can you tell us about a block to this process for us? What is a block we may have in this process that we need to be aware of? Ooh, okay. So the bottom of the deck when we started this was the Mother of Swords. So this Queen of Swords that came up in reverse. And so our block is not being authentic, not sticking to our boundaries, not forming our boundaries. Really being truthful with yourself about who you are so you can be truthful with other people and put your boundaries out. Standing up for ourselves. This could be too at times if you're becoming defensive and maybe being mean with our words is a block to us growing for certain. So remembering to not maybe a defense mechanism of even using honesty as a weapon. Try not to do that. That's a block to the whole process. We got on the deck. The Mother of Wands. I'm feeling this is being more honest about what we're passionate about. And being more honest openly about what we're passionate about. Being that sassy, fiery self that we are all the time. Putting that face forward. Interesting. All right. Find your motivation. Spirit. Tell us more about this. Ten of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Swords. Makes me think of being self-deceptive. Knowing when something is done, dead, and over. Stop being self-deceptive. Or being self-deceptive. So we're trying to find our motivation. Knowing when something's done. Stop deceiving ourselves about what we're doing. It's hard to find motivation when you're putting energy into something that's not what's meant to be putting motivation in. I've got the devil here with the Seven of Swords in reverse. Stop letting our shadow selves take away from our motivation, falling victim to our shadow sides, all that stuff that distracts us, the lies we tell ourselves. Hey, cat, don't do that. Hey, Peanut. Sorry about that. That's the one thing that cat does. It makes me furious. Just kidding. Yeah, stop distracting ourselves with the shadow side there. Find your motivation. Tell us something more about this, Spirit, please. Find our motivation. The Empress. The Empress is motivated. That's for certain. Empress is lit. It's also a number 3. And you sit it down here. I've got 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Being the Empress is a good motivator. Like, that's who every person wants to be. The Empress is somebody who bursts things, not just people, but ideas. Bountiful things. She is bountiful. Things are drawn to her. She's magnetic. We have healing under the deck. Motivation. Keep healing. That's how we become the Empress. The Empress is healed. The Empress knows that healing is a lifelong process. You got to keep doing it. You don't just, fix one thing and be like, okay, I'm better now. Yeah, each thing makes you better and takes you up on your journey, but you have to keep doing that. To see how I'm really drawn to the third eye here, just lit. That inner knowing from healing, the inner knowing that you get from healing, that's how you start to become the Empress. Spirit, what's something that's going to help us find our motivation on this journey? Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is standing up and doing what's right for yourself. It's protecting yourself. It really talks about those boundaries again. It's having boundaries and also fighting for them. It's kind of, there's that spark again. Just lit, being that inner knowing. Like, standing up and doing what's right for ourselves. Like, if we don't do this for ourselves, nobody else is going to do it for us. I mean, that's what we're here for. No one's going to ride in and save us, except for ourselves. So finding my motivation, doing it because it's what's right for yourself. Because when we do that, that's the foundation of everything. This is tangible. This is a gift from the universe of a new start that's balanced and tangible and stable. That's what comes from standing up and doing what's right for ourselves. Really letting our inner Empress shine. Be motivated, because no one else is going to make our lives better. If we're not motivated to do it for ourselves, then we're not going anywhere. That's what, and Spirit really needs us to be motivated right now. I mean, that's what we're asking, what we're not seeing. Spirit, what's the biggest block to us finding our motivation? Oh, well, that's a book. I'm not going to take all that. Maybe our chaos. Is that a little ha-ha? Our chaos, finding our blocks. All right, Spirit, what's the biggest block for finding our motivation? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is usually like swift. It's someone who has an idea and sometimes doesn't even think it through, but usually it's someone who goes with a message and with a particular purpose. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's okay. So when ideas come, don't dismiss them. Don't think later. Think about that later. Maybe it's when the mood strikes, get up and go. Recognize when that's happening and go and do it. Actually take the action and go and do it. Finding our motivation. Sometimes it's fake it till you make it. It's like if we start doing it, then that motivation becomes more as we see the progress. Love. Patience. We've got the Ace of Wands here. Passion and love. Like, find our motivation in these things. And when we're sparked by passion and by love, make sure we follow through with that, because that's something that we're supposed to be noticing. Don't overlook that. If we feel passion for something and we love something, go and get that thing. Go do that thing. Whatever that is. Like, and do it because you're doing what's right for yourself. You know what you feel. Let your inner Empress guide you. Birth something new. And I've got the Magician. Wanted to peek out with the Lovers and the manifest. Manifest your life. But do it because no one else is going to do it for you. Has to be the motivation. Finding the motivation within. Because if you want more, you have to do more. That's the only way you get more. All right, Spirit, be authentic. What else can you tell us about be authentic? Temperance and justice. Balance. We're able to be authentic when we're in balance. Can't help notice the black and white here, like the whole yin yang. That when I was talking earlier about that, the divine feminine, divine masculine balance within self, that unity within self, and then temperance, that constant flow of love. That's beautiful. Spirit, what else can you tell us about being authentic? Asking us to be our authentic selves right now. That's too many cards. Spirit. Be authentic. The Knight of Cups. Wear your heart on your sleeve. If you love something, love it. Be honest about it. Wear your heart on your sleeve. the Knight of Cups is usually someone who comes with a message of love or an offer of love. Being authentic. If you love something, let everyone know. Wear it on your sleeve. Don't hide that. Hiding that makes it impossible to be your authentic self. Even when you're wounded. Don't put up so many boundaries and cages around your heart that you can't step forward and be honest about something you love. I mean, even if it's like you like skipping rope, be honest about it. Be the best rope skipper you can be. Whatever this is. You know, maybe that rope skipper was in an accident and broke her ankle. So now she's scared of breaking another ankle, so she doesn't ever, every time she sees a rope, she runs the other way. It's like, no, I don't want to break another ankle. Well, she can't be her authentic self. She knows she wants to jump that rope. She knows she wants to, and she's only living in the past, thinking about what did happen. That's probably a horrible example, skipping rope, but I just wanted to know this can be about anything, whatever it is that you love. If it's a person, if it's a place, if it's a thing, if it's a, job, whatever that is, wear it on your sleeve. Be open about it. All right, Spirit. What is something that can help us be more authentic? Passion. Knowing where our passion lies. If something stirs us, if something makes us feel fire in our gut, that's something that's worth exploring. Knowing what we're passionate about helps us be honest about those things we love, about what we want to go forth with. If you're feeling passion or fiery about something and you're not going for it, you're not being authentic. That's pretty clear. That's a pretty blatant message. The Father of Swords, at the bottom of the deck. The Father of Swords comes up with a plan, and he goes and he follows through with it. He has strong boundaries. He's honest when he talks. He knows what he wants, and people don't mess with him. They don't step over his boundaries because it's obvious what his boundaries are. He can seem cold. He can seem detached. Don't become detached. If you are detached, don't be like this. You got to become more attached to what's bringing you passion, what you're passionate for. But also live in that honesty about what is passion. And sometimes he can seem detached, but he feels those feelings, but he works in a cerebral way. So this guy's not lying to himself about where his passions lie. He knows where his passions lie. Absolutely. And he's going towards them. It's a choice. And if he's not going towards them, that is also a choice. Okay. Spirit, what is something that is blocking us from being authentic that we might not be aware of? Wow. 10 cups. Something that's blocking us from being authentic. 10 cups. 10 cups can sometimes be a fairy tale. It's like 9 cups is about your wish fulfillment emotionally. And that often talks about the type of relationship you want to be in, or the type of person that you believe will make you happy, that your wish fulfillment. This can sometimes be the happily ever after card, that fantasy you have about after all your emotional needs are met, what happens. Don't let what you think love is supposed to look like and feel like stop you from seeing it what it really is, or seeing it when it's right in front of you. If we have expectations about what it's supposed to happen, sometimes we miss the love that's right in front of us because we can't see it. It doesn't look like the fantasy we have. And the fantasy isn't real. It's something, maybe something that we were told when we were kids, something we viewed when we were kids, something that we just, for some reason, we don't understand that's not authentic and real and true. Maybe we've never seen real love, so we don't know what it looks like. So all we have is the fantasy. That brings me back to, if you're really giving yourself all that self-love, if you're authentically giving yourself self-love, this fantasy won't be as strong. It will fade away. From the bottom of the deck here. Justice. Love isn't always fair. I mean, it does need to be balanced, but it's not always 50-50 balanced all the time. It ebbs and flows. This is also like a balanced love. I mean, it's talking about a balanced love and not this fantasy love. That's really interesting. Be authentic about letting people know what you think love is. What does love look like to you? Being authentic, if you're coming in contact with people, you need to tell them what love looks like to you, because what love looks like to them may not jibe at all. First, you have to be honest with yourself first. What does love look like to you? What does it really look like to you? And then ask yourself, does that make sense? Interesting. Now, this improvise card on the bottom, I'm only going to pull one card for that. I want to know what Spirit wants us to improvise with. What is it? What is improvise? What are we meant to improvise? Improvise. 10 of Swords, done, dead, over. In a brutal way. Improvise. Improvise an ending? Ooh. If there's something in your life that's not done, dead, over, and you know that it needs to be, and whoever I'm speaking to, you know that something is over and it needs to be done, dead, over. If you're not getting closure, give it to yourself. Find a way. Improvise a way to give yourself closure so that you can move on and the cycle, and you can get your wish. Know when it's done, dead, over. If you cannot get closure, get it for yourself so you can get your wish. And transformation. Improvise an ending. Make it done. Make it done. And then there's victory. That transformation. And you get your wish. Your wish is waiting for you. It's right there. But it can't come until a cycle ends. Make the cycle end. Get your own closure. Okay, I hope this helps somebody. If it did, I would love it if you would like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video if you'd like. I wish all of you well, and I want to say make sure to love yourself first always. Thank you.